where we are in the second season, it honestly feels like a brand new show. When people leave and people come, they either can bring in a, fresh air or not. And I think that the new cast members and the remaining cast members have definitely brought a lot this season.
Congratulations on season 2. Obviously, we're missing 2 of our cast members from the first season. So how do you guys feel, if any, that the exit of Chris and Monique Samuels impacted the group or the dynamic?
I think that with them leaving, of course, it changes the dynamic from the first season. Mm-hmm. But honestly, where we are in the second season, it honestly feels like a brand new show. When people leave and people come, they either can bring in a, fresh air or not. And I think that the new cast members and the remaining cast members have definitely brought a lot this season. Mm-hmm. So while we miss the Samuels, it's a good show.
It's not a good show. It's a great show. And like I said, we definitely wish the Samuels well. But season 2, just know the Silvas is here. We're still here. The Tylers are still here. Like, all the supporters of the show, you will not be disappointed. That's the best answer I can give you.
So I'll start with you, Ashley. Going into this season, after such an explosive reunion, thanks to your confrontation with Winter, what was your mindset this time around, knowing that you had to interact with her and things really got off to like a rocky start last season? Were you open to a reconciliation or getting to know her, or were you just over the whole situation?
So I want to start with last season. I was very open to getting to know her last season, which a lot of you didn't get to see that part. But she knows that things went terribly south for both of us. I think we both have very strong personalities, very strong mouths. Neither one of us want to be wrong or let someone else get the last word. So going into this season, I tried to be a little bit more open-minded, but I still remember what the hell happened at the reunion, so I couldn't be too open-minded.
Now, speaking of the reunion, DJ Quick, you received a lot of backlash for your interaction with Winter, where she accused you of being slightly aggressive toward her in your reunion interaction and felt that your energy was really targeted to her and not the man in question that you guys were speaking of. Now that you've had time to reflect on that, do you understand where her or viewers may come from, or do you feel as if they were misguided in the way that things were kind of chopped together?
I think a combination of both, honestly. And I got to say kudos to 𝐒𝐿 and to the production team, because they made it very clear when I said it and they put it in captions. I am not talking to Winter. So a lot of the people that were upset, they see what they hear and they hear what they see. So I literally started off by saying, I'm not talking to Winter. But the people who were so upset, he's talking to Winter. I mean, I literally started by saying, I'm not talking to Winter. So I understand that I would never verbally abuse any woman, whether I like her or not. So all my energy was 1,000% not towards her at all. It was 1,000% towards the guy who had said some things about me and my wife, which I stand on. That I don't apologize at all. If any man disrespects me and my family, you get the smoke. So if anybody's upset about that, you can be big mad. I really don't care, because I'm going to defend myself and my wife no matter what. But I do, I won't say I apologize. I do understand where some people's frustration was, because it might have looked like I was giving that anger towards Winter, which I was not. So for the people that were upset about it, if they rewatch it, but a lot of times when someone's a fan of somebody, a lot of the people that were upset were fans of Winter. And one thing I want to give kudos, even though Monique is not coming back on the show this year, when that whole tweet went out, I was so excited to see Monique. Literally, she was the first one to respond. I didn't even see it, the backlash. And I guess Winter must have tweeted something. And Monique literally said, what we're not going to do is have you come for Quick, because you know damn well he was not talking to you. You know this. If they edited it out, you're not going to make it sound like my brother was verbally abusing you. And when me asked, I said, wow, Monique, good looking. Like, I didn't ask her to say that. So, but that shows you the people that were there, they know that wasn't towards her. It was just some of the people that were just Winter fans who already just don't like Quick and Ash. That was another ammunition to say, this is why I don't like them. So I think that's what happened with that situation.
So last season we saw Quick struggling to balance work and family life, or just take a rest from work due to, you know, things that may have been going on with your health. And in the teaser and the trailer for this season, we see that Ashley, you're increasingly busy. So do you guys feel as if the roles have reversed within your dynamic, or now is it just two busy individuals in your marriage?
Yeah, I
answered it.
I don't think the roles have reversed, but I think that we are now two very busy married people.
Mhm.
Yes.
And continue. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, and we saw in the trailer as well that you had sort of, you know, an emotional moment where you were saying that you didn't really feel as if you were even able to take in all of the moments that were happening because you were so busy. How have you learned to try and create balance and to enjoy the moments while you can, as your star is rising on the,
You know, I think that balance is probably the most overused, overrated word. I don't really think that there is such thing as balance. I think that you have to give 110% to whatever is the most important thing at that time. And I'm just trying to learn when my 100% needs to go here and here or here. So that's where I am now.
And how would you guys say that this season, you teased it a little bit saying that this season is great, but how excited are you for viewers to get to know more of who you guys are individually and as a couple? And what are you most excited for viewers to see this time around?
That is my excitement, is that, you know, we were a new show, trailing off of Huntsville.
Yeah.
So last season, people were introduced to us. They were introduced to all the cast members' personalities, you know, a little bit about our families, a little bit about us. So this time around, you know, even though we do have some new faces, they're kind of familiar to people.
Yeah.
So it's not like a first introduction. So we can like get more into our stories and our lives and our personalities, and you guys get to see the why of why we work the way we work, or why we interact the way we interact, or, you know, why we, you know, may come off aggressive or passive, or however that person's coming off. So I'm happy that this time, you know, it's like, okay, you kind of think you know what to expect from Ashley, but have you seen like the whole person yet?
Yeah.
And no, you haven't.
And just to kind of piggyback off that, I hope I'm not spoiling anything, so I'm not gonna say the exact number. But what I do like is that this season it's more episodes. The first season was only 10 episodes. So if you look at a lot of, even some of the castmates were kind of saying, you know, certain things got edited out. But unfortunately, like I said, we filmed 8 to 10 hours a day for a 1-minute scene. So a lot of times when the viewers and the fans are watching the show, even though we're a part of the show, we're watching the show with you guys. So we're like, we didn't even say that right there, or this how they edit certain things. But I think this season, because we have more episodes, you'll get to see more. So I don't know. Once again, we haven't seen any of the episodes. So you've seen one. You got one up on us. But
yeah, I saw one.
So you saw the first episode?
Yeah, we were given screeners ahead of the interview.
Oh, that's okay.
We have not. We'll address that once we get off this call. But seriously, we haven't seen any of it yet. So that's the thing, is that I'm excited to see that, because when you only get 10 episodes and you're filming for months at a time, production or post can be like, well, we had to edit it out. We didn't have time or space. But when you have more episodes, it's like
there's still going to be things that are going to be edited out.
I'm hoping that you'll get more of what will actually happen at the moment, because like I say, a lot of fans, I hate saying fans, a lot of supporters, you judge people off of a 2-minute clip, when that clip took us 10 hours, literally 10 hours, and we had to walk 36 times and do this over and do that. So it's like, you know, I don't know. We'll see how that comes out.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you both. Congratulations on all your success. I look forward to seeing the rest of the season play out.